I'm Terry with EatPlant-Based.com, and today I wanted to show you how to saute or stir fry without oil. That's a question that I get asked all the time, and so I wanted to take an opportunity to just show you how simple it can be. One thing I will say right up front is that we are in a kitchen that is not mine. My husband and I are staying at a lake house that we go to often, about 3 times a year. We come and enjoy boating and swimming and just the beautiful environment here. And so this kitchen is not mine. We've brought some things in together. This is not my normal equipment, and so bear with me as we do this. But it's so simple. This is a good opportunity just to give you a visual of it. So stir frying without oil, so many people think that that's not even possible or to affect the taste in drastic ways. I was one before we switched over to a plant-based lifestyle. I thought I had to have oil. The problem with oil is that just in 1 tablespoon of oil, that it has 119 calories. I would have to jog about 1.5 miles to get off that 1 tablespoon. Gram for gram, oil, all oil, even plant oil, has as many calories as beef fat, and 13% of the fat is saturated fat, the artery clogging kind of fat. So we want to avoid that. So what will you do instead of oil? You can dry saute in a pan, believe it or not. You can use vegetable broth, sauces, marinades, juices. There's so many options. Today we're going to be using vegetable broth. So I've already started to heat up the pan a little bit, and the first thing we're going to do is add some onions. Alright, I'm going to start dry sauteing for just a minute and let them begin to brown. We can already start to smell the aromas from these onions. They smell fabulous. As they begin to brown a little bit, I'm going to start adding vegetable broth, just about a tablespoon at a time, because we don't want to add a lot. If you add a lot at once, it's really more like steaming than sauteing. And our goal today is going to be to caramelize these onions. The onions have natural sugars in them, and if you saute them like this, it just really brings out the flavor. I'm going to add a little bit of vegetable broth now. This is probably about a tablespoon. I don't measure it. I call it eyeballing. You can see it's starting to steam up, and I'm going to let it brown a little bit more. The onions are beginning to brown just a little bit. See, the pan is beginning to get a little bit brown, and so what we want to do is add some more vegetable broth. You have to watch this very closely and don't let it turn black. But we want to lift that brownness up and incorporate it into the onions. Some of the uses for these onions that you could do, if you make black bean burgers or some other kind of veggie burger, these sauteed onions are a great addition. Even to pizza, things like that taste wonderful with sauteed onions on them. They're beginning to caramelize a little bit. I'm going to add just a little bit more vegetable broth. Not much, but they are starting to really brown up now. We're going to be using these in a stir fry today. So really starting to smell wonderful and look wonderful. And now I'm going to go ahead and add, the pan's about dry now, so I'm going to go ahead and add some other vegetables. I'm going to add some carrots. I'm going to turn my heat down just a little bit too. Red bell peppers. I'm going to add some onions, not onions, but mushrooms, and a little bit of broccoli that I've chopped up. Add a little more of the vegetable broth. And for flavoring with this, I'm just going to add some salt and pepper, a little bit of sea salt, not much. and a little bit of freshly ground pepper. If I were at home, I would probably also add about a tablespoon of low sodium soy sauce or maybe Bragg's amino acids in here to give it a little more flavoring, but I did not bring those with me today. So we are going to serve this over some steamed brown rice, and the flavor will still be delicious with the natural flavors of the vegetables and the vegetable broth. This will just need to cook just a little bit more. When I'm making a stir fry, I don't cook the vegetables until they're mushy. I just don't care for them that way, so I like them still a little firm and crispy. So it doesn't take much time to do that. This probably another 3 minutes, and these will be ready to serve. Speaking of rice though, at home I do use a rice steamer, and I love to make rice. We make it at least a couple of times a week. But here at the lake house, I don't want to lug my rice cooker or my rice steamer around. So what we are doing is I bought some brown rice boil-in bags. You may be familiar with these. They're so easy to use. You can do them on the stove top, or you can do it in the microwave in a bowl of water if you wanted to. But this brown rice in a bag is just as nutritious as if you did it from scratch with the regular rice. I've already cooked this ahead of time. It's ready to go. So we're going to finish these vegetables up and top the rice with the vegetables, and we're going to have a terrific, healthy lunch before we get out there on the lake again. As you can see, the broccoli is getting a bright green color. That's when I love to kind of stop the cooking process, because to me that is at its peak. It's not mushy, but it is done. So I'm going to turn the stove off, and we'll come over here and top the rice with these fresh stir-fried vegetables, and it's going to be a beautiful and heart-healthy lunch. So stir frying or sauteing without oil is not difficult. It's basically the same as you've always done with oil, but just simple. And the cleanup afterwards, remember the oil splattering all over the place? None of that. Cleanup's going to be as simple as a wipe down. So I hope that this has been helpful, and you'll feel more comfortable in your own kitchens as you learn and experiment with cooking without oil. Everybody have a great day.